Hey folks, Deano here again. This time, this will be, I promise, the final video on the Tonsenart trunks A and B. At least until the Bojack versions come out. But yeah, I thought instead of cluttering up either review itself with comparisons and such, because I had already done comparisons between it and the official release, yeah, I thought, why not make its own video comparing the two versions, just in case you are on the fence on which one to buy. You're still not decided. But yeah, basically, I'm going to go over each accessory. Most of the accessories between these two figures are the same, just either coloured slightly differently, or in terms of the faces, the eye deco or the colour of the eyebrows and sideburns and such are slightly different. But yeah, the only things that really different about these releases are, like, in terms of actual accessories, is literally the version A comes with, well, I might as well start with these. The version A comes with windswept base form hair, and the B version comes with this extra set of bangs for Super Saiyan, which makes it look more like it did earlier on in the Android/Cell saga, with a more angled downward then up. But yeah, it's decent enough. Not something I ever will find myself needing to use, because I absolutely adore the standard hair on both of them. But yeah, where to start? Because there is a lot. In terms of the jackets, as you can see, strangely enough, the A version has a lighter coloured jacket than the B version. Neither are accurate to what base form Trunks' jacket should be coloured as. So I'm going to assume this is manga colours and this is Super Saiyan colours. Because the one scene where you actually see him doing it, taking off the jacket before he goes off to fight the androids and destroy them, I think he is Super Saiyan in that panel. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, other than that, they are physically identical, just colour difference. That's going to be said a lot. In terms of the swords, again, only difference is the colours. This one is the official manga colour scheme. You usually see this colour on the front pages, the cover art and such. But happy accident, this colour scheme for B also doubles as like Zeno Trunks' colours. So yeah, but if you're wanting to update your Zeno Trunks, then you have a sword to give him. But yeah, strangely enough, the A version isn't quite anime accurate either. That red is sort of off to me. Usually you always see his scabbard and it's a sort of orange colour, which is what the official release had. So a bit strange that they decided to go with this sort of red. But yeah, that is the difference between those two. In terms of the Super Saiyan heads, so we have the A version here and the B version on the body. So yeah, you can see the difference. This is a more saturated colour of yellow. It's also got that nice metallic sheen that I love. But on the other hand, this is a lovely sort of pale blonde with sort of lighter blonde highlights at the edges. So yeah, I am honestly still not sold on which one I prefer. Like, usually I much prefer the metallic colours, but something about this is calling to me. I don't know what it is. It might be due to the fact that the Super Saiyan for B is missing like sort of shading, because on the Majin Vegeta heads that Tonsen did, the metallic hair did have a lot of sort of shading and stuff on it, whereas this one's just straight up metallic colours, not much else. So yeah, in terms of the base form head, in my opinion, there's no contest here. The bangs sit a bit better on the B version, but apart from that, like, it's manga colours. Unless you specifically want a manga shelf, you are not going to choose this one over this version any day of the week. Plus this one has a really nice sort of purple gradient going into the roots, which looks really nice. I do love that. But yeah, A definitely takes it in that category, no question whatsoever. In terms of the swoosh effect, your small part that goes into the sword, the B version is a sort of opaque white, pearly white with some really light purple accents on it, whereas the A version is much more in your face. It's almost translucent, but there's kind of like a silver in the plastic itself, going to a really deep magenta purple at the edge. So yeah, same goes for the big part. I don't know why I just swapped them there. The A version is that sort of metallic silver going into clear deep magenta purple, whereas the B version is again that sort of pearlescent colour in the middle going into the really light purple at the edges. I have to say I probably prefer the B version for this. Even though this one pops a lot more, this one just looks nicer to me. I don't know what it is. Plus the peg that holds the actual stand itself. On the B version it's an opaque plastic, whereas the A version it is translucent, which means the translucent one will probably not last as long. Like, it will start to crack and things like that. Translucent plastic has never been as strong as opaque plastic. So yeah, I would probably go with this one purely due to that fact. Plus it hides the peg holes a lot better. You can see it really easy on the A version, but not on B. So yeah, in terms of hands, we're not going to look at hands at all. The hands are identical across the board for both versions. In terms of faces though, we shall start with, where did that go? We'll bring the heads back in quickly just to see. So the stern faces on both. The only real difference apart from the colours is that the B version is kind of looking off to the side. It's not quite noticeable, but he is doing it ever so slightly. So yeah, bear that in mind. Opposite is true for the Super Saiyan. So on B, he is looking straight ahead. On A, he's looking slightly to his right. So yeah, I will say, like, I kind of prefer the heads on the B version. Like, apart from the obvious, the eyebrows are a deeper yellow, and they're also metallic, so they shine a bit more. Whereas on the A version, they are very bright and kind of blend into the skin tone. So yeah, something to keep in mind. In terms of the teeth gritted face, again, apart from colours, The only real difference is the B version is looking off to the side. But apart from that, they are identical in sculpt. The main difference in the base form is obviously one is smirking with the smaller pupils, whereas the A version is smirking but looking really far off to the side, and this one looks more like a happy expression, whereas this one's cocky. It's amazing what the difference in eyes will do. But yeah, I kind of don't like these because, well, I don't like the A version because the eyes are a bit too big, in my opinion. But I mean, it's still perfectly serviceable. Nothing much wrong with it. In terms of the yelling faces, the base form, they are both completely identical apart from the colour of the purple. No differences there at all. Same goes for the yelling faces. I will say I prefer this one again because of the metallic yellow. But yeah, absolutely zero difference in the eye deco or anything like that. Something that I should have shown with the base form teeth gritted, but there you go. We have the Super Saiyan teeth gritted face. This one is a bit different. The A version is slightly looking off to his left, whereas the B version is looking straight on. Apart from that, they are the same. Next up, we have basically the unique faces between the two releases. So for the A version, the first unique face is the really sort of happy-go-lucky, laughing sort of face, whereas on the B version, we get a Super Saiyan smirk, which this is a hard toss-up. I'll be honest, like, I love this happy-go-lucky face, but I also love the fact that we get a smirk for Super Saiyan on the B version. So yeah, I will leave that decision up to you guys. And then we get the two unique sort of almost goofy faces for the two of them. We have the sort of teary-eyed, starry-eyed sort of base form Trunks head. And for the B version, we have this almost sort of shocked, goofy expression, mimicking his father. Yeah, I'm not sure he ever did this one in the anime or the manga. He might have done it in Super, but I don't recall if he did or not. So yeah, let me know what one of these two you'd prefer. But yeah, that is pretty much it for like any of the differences. Apologies, there was a fly. So yeah, I suppose there's nothing much else left to do but swap out the front bangs and show you the differences with them before we go. Obviously, like I said before, let me know one you prefer down in the comments. I am honestly torn at this point. I thought I knew for sure it was going to be the B version, but the A version has stunned me in like how good it is. Like really. So there you go. You can actually see the difference in how the Super Saiyan hairs function now. See if I can get that on camera. Can I get it on camera? Kind of. Come on. Focus on Trunks, not on me. So yeah, you can see there. That one, the alternate bangs sort of go down a little. I do not like that, I'll be honest. Much prefer the full stand-up bangs. So yeah, guys, link in the description for whichever one you wish to purchase. Let me know in the comments which one you prefer, and until next time, I'll see y'all later.